Okay. Good evening once again. I hope you have a beautiful weekend. So, today we will be talking about, we'll be starting from where we stopped the last time, which was introduction to Excel. So, basically, last time we did some data cleaning, then we did some analysis, and we'll be continuing from where we stopped the last time. So, today, we have a bunch of stuff to discuss about. So, let me just give me a minute. So let me just okay. Let's just start the class then. Don't worry. Okay. So today, let me run us through what we discussed last week, even though I've said everyone should rewatch the recordings, and I believe a lot of us would have we watched the recording. So if you're on this call and you've rewatched the work on recording, please can you react with an emoji? So I can actually know you are with us and you pretty much understand what we did last time. No one watched the recording between the both of you. Okay. So let's just move on then. Okay, thank you. Okay, so now let's move on. So today, let me just run to the process of data analysis. The process of data analysis. I think I already explained this one last time. We have number one, we have the this data sourcing, which is basically how you get your data. Please, if by any chance you cannot hear me, please just unmute your mic so I can hear your complaint. So we have the data sourcing. You have to source for your data. You have to import your data into the Excel file or whatever app or whatever tool, analytics tool you'll be analyzing. You will be analyzing the data. You'll be using to analyze the data. Sorry. Then after data sourcing, we will have data cleaning because data can be dirty. So you want to clean your data. So when you clean your data, the data is ready, fit for analysis, and you want to do analysis of the data, maybe data analysis of the data. So after that one, you've analyzed the data, you can get some decision from the data. Then you actually want to visualize your results. You want to visualize your results. So which is what I call visualization. And the last one is reporting. Reporting, that is you making a report. So I think I've pretty much explained data sourcing. So I will run through all this process today and we will see how to get it. So now I downloaded the data sets the last time. I think I actually taught you how to use cargo.com, how to download data sets from cargo.com. So I expect everyone should to know about how to download data sets. So I downloaded a data set yesterday, which day? So the data set is violence. Okay.
Sorry, please. What did you call the name of the website? I'm sorry. Please. What did you call the name of the
Cargo.
website?
Cargo.com. I do remember that we talked about it the last time I was here. Or didn't I? I did talk about cargo.com. Yeah, do you remember this when you watched the recording? If you actually watched the recording, I think you should see something like this there. So if you know something about cargo.com, if you were in the last class, can you react with an emoji? So no one know nothing about cargo.com. Okay, let me just run you through again. So Kangoo.com is more of where you can download data sets, dummy data set, that is practice data sets that you can use for practice. Not necessarily that the data sets you are downloading are real data sets. Sometimes they can be, most of the time they are not real. So when you log in into your cargo.com, then you just sign in. Then you can actually see at the top right hand corner, I'm sorry, at the left corner, you can see your data set here. So you just want to click on data set. Then you want to search for any topic of your interest. Now, let's say I have homicide. I just want to search about homicide. Then you can just do something like homicide. Then you click on the search button. So you can see we have different type of homicide reports here, and you can see. So you can just click on them. So when you click on the data set that you want to practice with, so you want to know how far have you gone in your data analysis training. So you can just download it. When you download it, let's just download this one now. So when you download it, it starts to download. Then you can actually access the file that you've downloaded. So now, but before you download it, actually, you're supposed to check for some things. You want to check for the record ID. You can actually see the things you are supposed to download here. You can see the summary. It is a one file. It is a CSV file. It has 24 columns. And you already know that it is homicide between 1980 to 2014. I guess we just use this one. So let's just understand the data sets. We have the sorry, we have the agency code, we have the agency name, agency type. I'm actually struggling to understand this one, but since it is home inside, we have the states, we have the year, okay, we have the month, we have the incidents, okay, so we have the crime type, okay. So now, um, let's download this. I think we've downloaded it now. This is a new workbook, right? This is a new workbook. Yeah, sorry. This is a new Excel workbook. So I want to import my data sets. And we know that the first process is data sourcing, data cleaning, analysis of data. So let me just clear this one. But you can put this at the back of your mind that data sourcing, the process of it is data importation. You can also call it data sourcing, data cleaning, analysis of the data, which is data analysis, then visualization, then reporting, which is basically we are trying to do these five within 40, 15 minutes. So now let me just clean this. Let's delete everything there. So I want to import my data. So if I look at my computer, if I check my download, I can actually see I have something called archive. We call it zip file. So let's click on this one. You can see this is actually my file. This is actually my file here. So I want to right click there. If you left click, you will just be clicking on it, but I'm right clicking here. So when you right clicking on this archive 3, so you can see something like extract here. That is actually it is in a zip file. I want to open my file. Like I want to get an access to the database. So that's what I'm saying extract here. I already know the name of my data set is what is database.csv. So I think it has extract. So let me just search for it here. Database. Database. Sorry. Okay, I can see it here. So sorry. Okay, this is actually the file I've included. Okay, let me open the location. Okay, this is so now this is my file database, right? So let's go back to my let's go back to my okay. Why is it not expanding? Okay, the database are actually uploaded here, right? But let's say I'm trying to import it. I want to show you another way to import data. So you can just click on this data. So actually, you can just double click on your data set and it will load like this. You can see something like this. right? You can see it has load in. You have loaded. You've loaded the data, and it's now showing. That's one of the way to load your data inside Excel. Also, you can just click on this place. You can see something like we have different tabs here. We have Home tab, we have the Insert tab, we have the Draw tab, we have the Page Layouts, Formulas, and Data. In this case, you want to click the Data tab. Everything again. Okay. So you want to click on the data tab. So you can see something. We have different sections here. And this particular case, because you want to import our data into Excel, you can see we have get and transform data. What do we mean by get data? That means you want to import data from other sources into our Excel, right? Or you want to transform data. What do you mean by transform data? That is, you want to clean data. Transformation is also known as cleaning data, right? So that's it. So, but in this case, I want to get data. The data I want to get, we all know that it is a CSV file, and that's why I will be clicking from text or CSV. But if you do know that, okay, your data set is not a text, it is from web, you will click this one. But if you think it is not among this option, you want to click on this drop down, then you can see, okay, is it from a file? Maybe it is a XML file. If it is a PDF file, if it is a JSON file, if it is from folder, or if it is from any database, maybe Azure database or SQL database or whatever database there, or if it's from different online sources or online services. So you can import your data from different sources. But in this particular case, I want to click on text or CSV because I know the data set I'm trying to import is a CSV file. So I'm clicking on that and let it load. Let's give it a minute for it to load. Okay. So now we can see something like import data. I know my data set is under download. So I can see, and I know it is database. So I want to search for my download. I want to see database. So I can see it here. I just want to click it there. Where is it? Database. Okay. Okay. So let's click on open. Okay. It's loading. Okay, now we can see when you load something now, instead of it to load directly inside my Excel sheet, we load into something like this. So this is what we call Power Query, and that's basically what we want to treat for today. So do I want to load my data into my Excel? I'll just click on load. But in this place, I want to clean it, which is why I'll be clicking on transform data. We all know that get data means I'm importing the data set. But this is the data set I want to import, right? I can just click load and I will see it on my Excel file. But in this case, I want to transform the data. That is, I want to clean the data. So it is more like I'm doing the first two process at a time. So let's click on transform data. So let's can you see? Okay, it's loading. Okay, so now we can see we are in Power Query editor. So majorly, Power Query is an extension of Excel. You can see I did not download extra tool or extra app to get to Power Query editor. It's just that I transform my data, I import my data using the data tab, and I get here. It's just an extension of Excel. I'm still in Excel. But in this particular case, data cleaning is made easy. Whatever you want to do, you can see everything is listed in English instead of you writing the function, all the nested ifs, all the function, the replace function, and everything we've treated in the last class. Instead of using that method, you can also use this method, which is basically very, very easy. So now let me just explain what Power Query is and how it works. So you can see everything now. It look easy and it depends on what you're trying to do. So now let me just run you through it. So when we are done with the transformation and whatever we want to do, we want to click on close and load, right? So we can see we have different thing here, which usually we don't use this section. So let's say you want to choose a particular column. We have like a 24 columns here. We can see there is a summary here. So we have 24 columns, right? So let's say I want to choose a column. You can just do, okay, what column am I trying to choose? Let's say I want to say the weapon column. Then you just click on OK. Then you can see I'm now highlighting the weapon column. And you can easily toggle between this thing and just click on whatever column instead of using that function. Also, let's say I want to reduce and remove a column. In this particular case, I want to remove agency code. So I want to click on agency code, then click on remove column, remove columns. So then I can see agency code has been done. So if I should press Ctrl Z, assuming I made a mistake, and I should press Ctrl Z, it's not working. So you can see something here. We have applied step. That is, these are the data cleaning steps we've applied. So I've removed the column, which was agency code. But in this particular case, I made a mistake. So you want to cancel this data cleaning step. That is, it was a mistake. So you can just cancel it. Then I can see my agency code colon has been restored. Right. So we have our agency code here. So what else do we want to do? We have keep rows, we have remove rows. Then we have our sorting. From this case, you easily want to know, okay, what's the meaning of sorting? That is, if you want to sort in ascending order or you want to sort in descending order. So in this particular case, I click this one. I want to sort in ascending order. So you can see it's still basically the same thing. I'm loading. I think this file is large. That's why it is loading this slow.
Hi, your mic is muted. Are you saying something?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I have internet connection. Can you just give me a minute so I can just attend to this internet connection thing. Just a minute. Yeah, I'll be back soon. Just a minute. Yeah, thank you. Mo fẹ́ lọ sáré record the other meeting ni o. Ó ní pé mo ní internet kìíní. Bí mo ṣe PMSS yẹn. Yes, I'm supposed to record, which is why I was the one that creates the link, the meeting link. Let me create am. So I was supposed to record it. Chicken sáré lọ wò. Ẹ̀lámì ti pè mí bí wèrè. Èmi ò tiẹ̀ rí. WFJ. Ẹ̀lámì ti pè mí bí wèrè. WFJ. Right. JRMHW. KNA. Can you see the live? Can you see the live you are reading? Like I'm also from a page youth are lazy. That youth are not doing well and juggling like the bí mo ṣe ń ṣe méjèèjì yìí, kíní ò mọ̀ pé mo wà nínú call kankan. Àwọn skill up still they be like you're not doing enough. Mm. Okay. You're trying meeting your father. You're trying meeting your father. Someone say my group. I swear them they hear me. I swear to God I know. Okay, I'm so sorry. I just have to do some things. Okay. So we have the sorting method, which is what we are trying to um say the other time. Okay, I'm so sorry. So yeah, let's just be serious now. We have a long way to go. So we also want to split colon in case we want to use this function, which is basically I think I did teach us about text to colon. So this split colon has the same function with text to colon. Also, we have different type of replace value. If you want to replace a value, let's say this anchorage, you want to change it into something different, and we have different thing. We have match query in case you have more than just a table. So we can also click on this transform tab. From the word transform, is basically just for data cleaning, right? We have different things we can do there. So it depends on what we are trying to do, and that will be the function we'll be using. So now let's just run to the column and see if we have any data cleaning to perform or to do on any of this column. So we have the agency code. So you can see something like ABC. So what does this mean? This means that this is showing the data type of this particular column. So you can see something like ABC, which is representing the text data type, and you already know that alphanumeric is classified as a text data type. So we also have agency name, and you can see the stuff. So you want to click on this drop down. When you click on this drop down, you can see all of them looks fair. Like all the names look fair. There's no inconsistency there. So let's click on OK. Let's look at the agency type. Yeah, it's still loading. Let's just give it a minute. So we have the agency type, right? You can see it looks pretty clean. Nothing to change. Nothing to why is it loading at this? No. Okay, we can see we have the city also. I don't think there is a thing to clean in this particular data set. So now let's say because this look pretty clean, let's just click on home, click on close and load. So because I'm already done, I don't think there is any need for data cleaning there. So I want to close and load. That means I've load my data into the Excel worksheets. So it's already loading. Yeah, let's just give it a minute. I don't know why it's this slow. I think we have a lot of rows there, which is why it's loading this much. Wait, I don't understand. We have more than 500,000 rows loaded. Ah, okay, let me just stop this. Um, answer. So we have more than 600,000. Now that's too much for my computer. Like, okay, so I should seeing that this thing is taking so long to load. So we have 630,454. Okay, that's too much. Let me use a simpler one. Anyway, we've learned about data data sourcing. So now let me try to redo it and using this one. Okay. So yeah, what I was trying to explain the other time is basically very easy. When you go to your data tab, you just click from text or CSV because I know that's where my data is. So let's just system is blue screen. I'm sorry, I don't know what happened to this system. Okay, so yeah, I'm so sorry, we have a long way to go. So yeah, let me just continue. People have okay, so I don't know what's happening today, honestly, but let's continue. We have a long way to go. Yeah, I'm in class. I'm a class in look one. Okay, now let's just when you click on data tab, I think my system is working for me. So when you click on the data tab, you want to click on text or CSV because you know that's where the data you're importing is coming from. So okay, why is this still loading? Okay, let's click on the download. A lot of frustration today, but let's just keep our head up. So we have violence data. It's inside this makeover Monday. So I want to click on my violence data. Now let just be okay, it's loading. Okay, so we've loaded it now. We want to click on transform. So when we click on transform data, and so yeah, let's just do a bit of data cleaning, then we'll call it a day too. So we can see we have a file here, a simpler file, not like the other one. So let's say we have some things to do here. I'll just so sorry, John. So this record ID, we want to click on the drop down here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 75. These are just ID numbers, which basically you will not be needing. So I want to remove this colon. I want to remove this colon. So I can just click on remove colon. Then you can see I've actually removed the column, the ID column now. So I want to look at my country drop down. I can see the names of the country looks clean, but they said the list may be incomplete. So I want to load more. So let's see the name of all the country there. All of them look complain. They look clean. They don't look like something we need to change anything there. So I will be clicking on OK, no transformation there. So but this gender, I want to change my F to mean female, why I want to change my M to mean male. So in this particular case, what do I want to do? I want to replace anywhere I see F should be what? Should be female, and anywhere I see M should be male. So if you look at your home tab, what do you want to do? You want to replace something, you want to replace a value. So you can see something like replace value here. So you can, if you also go to this transform tab, can see we have replace value here. So basically both of them, they do the same thing, they serve the same purpose. So you can just click on any function or any button there. So let's just click on this replace value. So what are we trying to replace? Sorry, I did a mistake. I was actually supposed to click on this colon when you want to effect a change there. So you have to click on replace value now. So what am I trying to find? I want to find F. Anywhere you see F, replace it with what? Female. You get. So you want to click on this advanced option, then click on match entire cell contents. So then you want to click on OK. So also you can see if I click on this drop down now, I've changed the F to mean female. Now I want to change the M. So which is basically easy. Remember the replace value I used was under transform. Now let's use the home one, the one under the home tab. So you want to click on replace value. So what are we finding now? We are finding M. Whenever we see M, we should replace it with what? Male. So you want to click on your advanced option, then click on match entire cell contents, then click on OK. So we've
Since I have
replaced
a
that.
question,
Okay.
since I have a question, okay. So the way you have done now, does that just limit our replace values just to what if we have more than two values to replace? Um, yeah, in a
Yes, you can.
different
You will just
column.
you can yeah, you can replace as much as possible. Even if you have 100, you just keep pressing your replace value button, which is basically all you need to do. Okay. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, now welcome. So we have our demographic question. So you want to click on the drop down. You can see it looks clean. Then you want to click on load more. Then you can see everything looks clean here. So we actually don't have anything to do. But yeah, let's say this survey here now. We have month, day, and the year. But we only need the year. Let's say we want to know this violence. This violence is actually this data set is actually about the violence, the gender violence cases. So I want to know what year do we have the most cases? The most case reported, the most case we reported the gender violence thing. So is it in 2015, is it in 2020? So I want to have one in the year. I'm not concerned about the date or the month. You want to click on this thing. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to split the column, right? So you can just go under your own tab. You can see something like split column. I think you can also see it under your transform column, and you can see something like split column there. So I'm trying to split column by delimiter or by number of character because all the year are full numbers, right? So let's just say I want to split it by delimiter. So what am I trying to do? I'm trying to split it by delimiter. Then they already told me that okay, whenever they see this thing, this particular slash, which is what is separating this year together. So we have 1/1/2015. So I'm already saying that okay, whenever you see this slash, split it into another column. So they're now asking me that when do you want us to split it? Is it at the leftmost delimiter? If I should click on this first option, it means this, this is the day, then the second one means the month, and the last one means the year. So if I should click on this leftmost delimiter, it means that it will split it into two columns. The first column will be the first month here, which is the first day here. Then the next column will be 1/2015. If it should be rightmost delimiter, that means it will be splitting this into two columns. The first column will be 2015, and the second column will be 1/1. If it is each occurrence of the delimiter, that means it will be splitting into three different columns. That will be one into this first day into a column, the second day and the month into another column, and the year into another column. I think this is what we want to go with. So you want to click on OK. So we can see we have it splitted here. So we have our survey year one, survey year two, survey year three. So we want to rename the column header here. So this is representing the day. So you want to write something like day. So this is the month, right? Why this is the year? You can just say survey year. So, and that's how to split the column. That's how to effect the change. Very simple, very easy. But now let's say you actually made a mistake. You can see everything you've done here. You've split the column by the limiter, and you can see you change type, everything that you've changed. You've renamed the column. You can see all the data cleaning steps you've made here. So now let's say these are a mistake. These are something, or the data set was provided like this, and you need to merge the column together. So you want to click on the three column by clicking on uh by holding on to your control key, then click on the three columns that you want to match together. That is, I want to match my day, I want to match my month, I want to match my year date together. You can see under your transform column, transform tab, you can see something like match column. And also under your home tab, you can see something like I think there's a match thing here. Okay, I think it's under transform. So you want to click on match column. So it is asking you for the separator. What should separate these three column? So in this case, let's something like I want to click on custom. I want to write it myself, hyphen. So what's the name of this one? So let's just say new column. Let's name it new column. Right. So you want to click on OK. So you can see this is what we've created. This is the first, this is the day, this is the month, and this is the year, and this is what we use to separate it. It is very easy, and you can see we have our matched column, and you can see the name of our header is now new column. So now let's say we are done with that. We are done with our data cleaning and our data transformation. You just click on your own key, then you can close and load. So it is asking you where do you want to load it. Yeah, obviously I want to load it into a table. Then you click on OK. So it is loading. Okay. Can you see this one is pretty fast because it's like 12,600, unlike the other one which was like 600,000 rows. So, and here we have cleaned everything before we even load the data sets into my Excel worksheets. So it looks pretty clean and it is ready for analysis. So this is where we'll be stopping tonight. So before next week, maybe after the class, the captain will inform everyone about the next class. So before next class, I will be directing everyone to a YouTube YouTube video. So you will replicate everything. I will continue the learning platform. We will continue learning from YouTube. So we will replicate everything that is being done in that particular video I'll be sending probably tomorrow or the next. So you replicate everything and you have to submit the project before the next class, which is on Friday. Yeah, it's pretty close, but yeah, you can do it. Okay, do you have any question, Amatola?
No, I don't. But please, when will you be uploading the video? Because I missed
I
out
should
on
have,
a lot of things, especially the beginning part before you start cleaning. Um how you get to that cleaning interface. I did not get that, so I
okay,
would like to watch the video again.
I will upload the video before 10 p.m. What about that?
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you very much.
Welcome.